This is the Soaries twins. The devil all the time. Fighting the devil all the time. Something we are all too familiar with.
We said before we started watching it, this is going to be one of those movies.
I just knew that Spider-Man, Bucky, and the new Batman were all in it. So
right. With country accents and
country as a biscuit and love eating them too.
I mean, there was so much death and so much killing and so much like
That's
crazy,
what got me because
like bad stuff going on.
I thought the crazy spider preacher was going to be a prominent character in the movie. It was just so hard to attach to any character because it was just like death. Like it was just like picking them off one by one. I couldn't keep up with like the storyline because everybody kept dying.
There was no clear like villain in the movie. Like I thought Robert Pattinson's character, which by the way, Robert Pattinson like went crazy in that.
The Lord's delusion in the desert was a game.
But I thought his character was going to be more of a villain, but there was no clear, like, I mean, you saw a few kind of like bad people, just some messed up, crazy country people out in West Virginia, and your boy Peter Parker is just in the middle of it all, like, what are y'all doing?
Are you kidding me? What the hell are y'all doing?
Even the people that Bucky met with, it's crazy I'm calling him Bucky, because honestly, I can't remember the character's like actual name. Sheriff Bucky.
Sheriff Bucky.
But those like mobsters he met with that he had some kind of deal with or something that was going on, like they didn't really go into depth on that, but it kind of just displayed the fact that he was in the middle of corruption and just on some weird bad stuff.
Like it obviously had a religious undertone to it, and it was this good versus evil, Christian versus heathen. Tom Holland's character, he beat up the guys who were bothering his sister. And then the preacher messes with his sister in a way more messed up way, and then he kills the preacher. But all of his kills, they become somewhat justified in a way.
Yeah,
and
he's Dexter.
Yeah, he is Dexter. It's almost like he was really just defending himself against bad, corrupt people who, in some cases, were trying to hurt him first.
Yeah.
Like, he only killed Carl and Sandy out in the woods in the middle of nowhere because he was about to kill him. But it's dicey. Like, those movies and those things to watch are kind of weird because I'm like, okay, I'm essentially rooting for the killer.
Yeah,
like,
we bring up Dexter because that's a classic example in a TV show of a character that is the protagonist, but he's also
killer.
An admitted, proud killer.
Like a serial killer. It seems like the preacher was his first kill because his uncle gave him his dad's gun as the birthday gift. Mm-hmm. And we didn't see any inclination that he had been killing people up until this point.
Right. It was when he found out his sister was carrying a baby that set him off.
That's what set him off.
Him killing the preacher, that scene was really powerful because he wanted to make him feel bad about what he was doing and make him realize, like, yo, this is why I'm here to kill you, dog.
Let me remind myself of all the crazy stuff this dude was doing because he had all the receipts out. All the stuff I just saw this dude do in the past couple of weeks, like,
You finna die. You finna die.
Yeah. So it was really just interesting watching the journey of this character who's had such a messed up life. I mean, both his parents died.
The devil all the time, I feel like, is just like a constant presence of evil, no matter where
Anywhere
you are,
you go.
Especially if you out in the country
at the church
with preachers proclaiming to be deliverers of the gospel and are straight up demonic, like doing some
Your boy was
other
in the
type of stuff.
closet.
I mean,
trapped in the closet. No R. Kelly, but just in darkness, talking to God. Like, apparently, the revelation that he was looking for was that he needed to kill his wife so that he could resurrect her. Like, you are not John the Baptist. What are you doing?
A lot of weird, crazy stuff was going on around that time.
Cult stuff, all kinds of conspiracy theories.
All of that. My thing is every movie, every concept is based on some form of like reality or experience or understanding. So, I mean...
Listen, we all want to be Moses and part the Red Sea, but the reality of it is we are all not blessed with the abilities from archaic biblical times.
Prince of Egypt and think that you can go out there and, like...
You shall do my wonders.
The surface like existence of evil, like the devil all the time. The devil exists all the time. He was a good kid. That's the last thing he said to the cop before he killed the Winter Soldier. Literally, I'm not trying to kill you. He tried to leave town when he killed the preacher. That could have been the end of the movie right there. And then he gets picked up by your boy's sister and her crazy husband. The ending of him hitchhiking and then getting picked up by someone who seems to looked like a hippie. He kind of took on the devil in his own way, as good as he still was. Like, that's what's so crazy about it.
Yeah, even though we're rooting for him to, avenge his sister, it's like, in real life, you cannot do that.
Yeah.
That is bad. That is a bad thing
murder
to do.
Is always bad. I mean, murder is always going to be murder. And I think it's an interpretation again on like, just, do you think that is the devil? I mean, it's like using the word devil is so crazy. Like, if you watch Lucifer on Netflix too, let me know, because I love Lucifer.
God has a plan.
Yes, I know. But why does everybody always think it's a good plan?
Interpretations are what these things are about, right? Very No Country for Old Men.
What rating would you give it out of 10?
I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10.
I think that's mine too. 7.5. I think the ending was interesting because it kind of left it open-ended too. You know what I mean? It's not like there was a real ending to his story in particular. He was going on to Cincinnati or whatever the next city was. We don't know if he's going to confront evil again and feel like he needs to eliminate it. I think this movie was a book at first, if I'm not mistaken. If anybody has information on the book, like if it's a series or if there's more plot to come, leave a comment down below, because I'd actually be interested in reading the book, even though I hate reading books after I've seen the movie already. If you're not subscribed to the Stories Twins YouTube channel, you need to do that right now. If you like movie reactions, trailer reactions, show recaps, we got anything you need right here on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at the Stories Twins.
Let us know shows and stuff that you guys are watching. Put shows and stuff in the comments that we should be checking out. You see what we're watching. Anything we're watching is pretty much on this channel, so check out The Boys, check out The Last Kingdom.
Follow, subscribe, and stay tuned.
All the time. Country as ever.
I'm pretty sure I had really weird dreams last night because of that movie too. I can't remember them. I wish that I could, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, actually,
some weird stuff
no,
was
I definitely
happening.
did.